Hello everyone. Today we will continue to practice the problems of projection of solid. So here is another problem of hexagonal pyramid. So in the statement of the problem it is given that a hexagonal pyramid is resting on one of its triangular face on HB such that the top view of the axis makes an angle of 30 degree with VP. Consider the base edge is equal to 30 mm and axis height 70 mm. Now first of all we have to draw the first edge, but here in this question the resting condition of base edge and base corner is not given. So how can we derive the first edge? In the second session, when we have drawn the first edge resting on its base edge, showing the base edge on HP, at that time we have discussed on another point that if the condition of the triangular face is given, the first edge will remain same as we have drawn when the pyramid is resting on its base edge. So here we will draw the first edge showing the base edge on the right hand side, because the condition here, the condition of the triangular face is given. So if the condition of the triangular face is given, we will show the first edge as we have shown when the pyramid resting on its base edge. So by taking the base edge on the right hand side, first of all we have to draw the plan of the hexagonal pyramid. So if we want to draw the plan of the hexagonal pyramid, first of all we have to draw the hexagon by taking one of the bases on the right hand side. Then after we have to show the center. To show the center we have to join the diagonals of the hexagon. So the intersection of two diagonals will give us the center. After finding the center, that is the top view of the apex point, join the base corner, that is OA, OB, OC, OD, OE and OF. It will be the plan plan of the hexagonal pyramid in the first stage. Then after we have to draw the elevation, project A, B, CF, ED. So here we will get the elevation on XY line. It will be a line A dash, B dash, C dash, F dash, D dash, E dash. Now measure the axis height 70 mm. Mark the elevation of the apex point and join the apex point to base corner, that is O dash, A dash, O dash, B dash, O dash, C dash, O dash, F dash, O dash, D dash and O dash, E dash. Here we are not going to show the axis because the slant edge OC will hide the axis. So now we have to draw the second stage. Now again in the second stage we have to follow this, or we have to take this condition resting on triangular face on HP. As we all know that in the second stage we have to show the condition with the horizontal plane. So here is the condition with the horizontal plane, in which we have to take one of the triangular face on HP. Now in the first stage, if we discuss about the elements of the pyramid, let us say that this edge is a triangular face OAB. So this is the elevation of the triangular face OAB, and here it is given as triangular face is on HP. If you take this pyramid, this is a square pyramid, but let us discuss the application. Triangular face on HP, that means we have to take the triangular face on HP. That means now we have to draw this figure again by taking the triangular face on XY line. So if you want to show the triangular face on HP, we have to draw the elevation of the triangular face on XY line. So now measure O dash to A dash B dash, O dash to A dash B dash, and take the triangular face on XY line, because it is given as one of the triangular faces on HP. Now after marking O dash, A dash, B dash, copy this figure, A dash, B dash to D dash, give an arc, after O dash, B dash to D dash, E dash. given f from o dash, mark the point d dash e dash, and measure a dash to c dash f dash, mark the point c dash f dash, copy this figure over here by marking this point o dash, a dash, b dash, c dash f dash, d dash e dash, copy this figure. Now again we have to draw the plan in the second stage. First of all, let us take the projection o dash perpendicular to the xy reference line, o dash, a dash, b dash, c dash f dash, d dash e dash, parallel to xy line from these points, f, a, e, because e is here, a is here, o, b and d, b and d, and c. Now first of all, take the projection, mark the points. Now we have to draw the plan in which some of the slant edge or base edge are going to be visible, and some of the base edge or slant edge is going to be hidden. Now how can we find out these hidden outlines? For that, in session 3, in first and second example, we have discussed the two distinct cases. In the first case, we have noted the observer and we have drawn the plan step by step. In the second stage, in which we have the condition perpendicular to the xy line, that means triangular face perpendicular to xy line, in which we have taken the triangular face perpendicular to xy line. In this question we have taken triangular face on HP, on xy line. In the second example in session 3, we have taken triangular face perpendicular to xy line, that is perpendicular to HP, and in this case we have to take triangular face on HP. So in the second stage in the example number 2, we have taken perpendicular. So in that example, in the plan of the second stage, we have discussed the second case, in which we have discussed that none of the slant edge is going to be hidden. And if you have observed a plan in the second stage in example number 2, there isn't any hidden outline in that example. Now in this example we are going to discuss the third case to draw the plan in the second stage, and it is easy to understand. Now if you observe the figure or projection of the figure, here the AB is on the right hand side, but when we have drawn the or we have taken the projection in the second stage, see the position of the a dash, b dash and e dash, d dash is diverted like this. In this example, e dash, e dash is over here, for example like this, e dash, d dash is over here, a dash, b, a, b is over here, ed, ab. And in this example, ab is here, ed is here. So what this example wants to tell us, in this example the position is like this, so we can observe the base. So the surface of the base is going to be visible, and if you want to find out easily from the drawing, make sure that the points are going to rotated like this, or points have rotated like this. So we can say that by observing the drawing also, that in this example surface of the base is going to be visible. So first of all, draw the surface of the base, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. Then after, draw the slant edge by using the rule of intersection of the visible outlines and hidden outlines, in which we have discussed that two visible line will never intersect and two hidden line will never intersect. So now you can draw the slant edge starting from OC. It is going to be visible because we doesn't find any intersection in between OC. Again OD is going to be visible, O is also going to be visible, OF is also going to be visible. Now OA is going to be hidden because the slant edge OA will intersect the visible base edge ED, so it is going to be hidden, and OB is also going to be hidden due to the intersection. Okay, so this is the second step. You can also show the axis. Now comes on the third stage. So in the third stage we have to show the condition with the vertical plane as we have discussed, and here the condition with the vertical plane is given. Top view of the axis makes an angle of 30 degree with VP. So this will be O1 and 1 will be the top view of the axis. So now we have to incline the top view of the axis at an angle of 30 degree. We have to incline the top view of the axis at an angle of 30 degree. So measure the angle of 30 degree, measure O1 and 1, mark O1 and 1 over here on this inclined line. So this will be the N1. Now try to copy this figure. How can we copy this figure? Over here, so you can see that I have drawn this line, and here I have drawn these 3 lines, 1, 2, 1 is from N, and 3 perpendicular to the axis line. So one line is perpendicular to the line of the axis, because here it is also perpendicular to the line of the axis. Then after measuring this, and to this length and this length, I have marked this point 1 and 2, and I have drawn lines perpendicular to this line. So after drawing this perpendicular line, now measure N to F and N to C. Mark N to F and to C. Now measure from this point to E and D. So E and D, same A and B. So A and B. So mark this point A, B, C, D, E, F and O1, and copy this figure. The visible line will remains visible and the hidden edges will remains hidden. So copy this figure by taking plan of the axis inclined at an angle of 30 degree. Now elevation in the third stage. So in this example, again we can say that right now the base is nearer to the observer, apex is nearer to VP. Base is nearer to observer, apex is nearer to VP, or we can say that apex is away from the observer, base is nearer to the observer. So if base is nearer to the observer, in the elevation, base is going to be visible. So first of all, draw base visible by projecting A, B, C, D, E and E, F, and draw the base. It is going to be visible. Project the apex point also, it will be on the XY line again. And now draw the slant edge by using the rule of intersection again. So O1A1 and O1B1 will be visible. OA, but these two lines are in the overlapping conditions, so we cannot say that which is going to be visible, which is hidden. But here we can say that AB base edge is visible and OB slant edge is visible. OA is hidden, but it is hidden by these two visible outlines, O1B1 and A1B1. Now O1C1 dash, it is going to be visible, no intersection. O1D1, it is going to be visible, no intersection. O1E1 hidden because it intersects the visible line over here. And O1F1, it is going to be hidden because it will intersect the C1B1 base edge. So as per the rule of intersection, this is the elevation in the third stage. So these are the projection, or these are the 3 stages, and we have already discussed the 3 distinct cases in for the second stage, or to draw the plan in the second stage. So first case in first example, second case in second example, and third case in third example. But in last step, on last stage, to draw the elevation, we have taken the same case, base nearer to the observer. Now let us draw the next example. So this is the next example. This is a different example than the last 3 examples. A square pyramid, side of base 50 mm and height 64 mm, is freely suspended from one of its corner of the base. Freely suspended from one of the corner of the base. Try to define this. What is the meaning of freely suspended from one of its corner? Draw the projection when the vertical plane containing the axis makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. So now here again you cannot find the first stage, how to draw the first stage, how to draw the second stage, because the angle with the horizontal plane is also not given. For the last stage the angle with VP is given, so we will discuss it in the last stage. But right now to draw the first stage and second stage, we doesn't have any base or any statement or any straightforward statement. So let us try to draw the first stage by taking this condition. A square pyramid, side of the base 50 mm, height 64 mm, is freely suspended from its corner. Now what is the meaning of freely suspended from one of its corner of the base? So let us take one of the corner of the base and we have to suspend the pyramid freely like this. That means we have to hang this pyramid by one of its base corner like this. So it is hanging, it is in the hanging condition. So the main thing is how to draw the first stage. And if you remember that we have discussed the procedure to draw the first stage, in which we have discussed that we have to take the base parallel to HP and axis perpendicular to VP. So to draw the first stage, let's just take the base parallel to HP. Okay. So first stage we have to draw like this: corner, right side corner, left side corner, axis perpendicular to HP, base parallel to HP. So the first stage is going to be like this, resting on corner condition A, B, C, D. Here the pyramid is not resting, but we have to imagine the first stage like this because it is freely suspended. So for the first step we have to draw the first stage like this, plant corner in the right hand side, and we will show the condition of the freely suspension in the second stage. So first of all, draw the first stage in the corner condition. Now the main thing is how to draw the square in the corner condition. For that, first of all, draw this line perpendicular to the XY line. Then after, mark this point D. Measure the angle of 45 degree from this line, 45 degree from this line, 45 degree. Draw two lines. Then after, here the base is 50 mm, measure 50 mm on the rounder. So this is 50 mm. We have marked the D. Give an arc on this line, these two lines, 45 degree lines. After marking these points C and A, give an arc from A and C and join these corners. This A, B, C, D. Find the center by joining the diagonals and join the center to the corners. It will give us the plan of the slant edge OA, OB, OC and OD. Now to draw the elevation, project A, B and D and C. It will give us the elevation of the base A dash. So elevation of the base A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, elevation of the base. Now take the projection over here, measure the axis side O dash and join the base corner, or join the O dash to base corner. It will give a slant edge O dash A dash, O dash B dash, O dash C dash and O dash D dash. Now we have to draw the second stage, and in which we have to show this condition, freely suspended. So if the pyramid is going to be freely suspended, we cannot assume any angle or angle of the base or angle of the axis or angle of the slant edge. We cannot assume it, and we cannot also find it. So it is little bit typical to copy this figure over here in the second step, in which we have to show the condition of the freely suspended. But we can say that whenever any object is freely suspended from one of its corner, let us say that I have suspended this pyramid from corner C, Then if we draw the line perpendicular to the horizontal plane, perpendicular to ground, or perpendicular to the xy line, the center of gravity of this object will lie on that particular line. See here, we have to define the center of gravity of the object, because we doesn't have any base to copy this figure over here, and we doesn't have any angle of the axis, angle of the base, and we cannot assume it also. But we have taken one rule of the physics, and whenever any object is freely suspended from one of its corners, the center of gravity will lie on the line of the axis, or if we draw the line perpendicular to the ground from this corner, the center of gravity of this object will lie on that line. So let us draw this line perpendicular. Let us mark C dash and draw a line perpendicular to the xy line from C dash. Now first of all, in this figure, mark the center of gravity G dash. So center of gravity G dash. So this is the equation to find the center of gravity of the pyramid, 1/4 into h from the base. That means from the base, 1/4 into 64, which is our exercise. So it is equal to 16 mm from the base. So mark on the line of the axis, center of gravity 16 mm from the base. So mark the G dash. Now if you want to copy this figure, we have freely suspended this pyramid from corner C. So here is C. Now mark the G dash. As we have discussed that the center of gravity will lie on the line of action of, or on this particular line, a line which is perpendicular to the xy line from point C. It is the rule of the physics. Now we have marked a C dash, G dash. Now we have to copy this figure over here. So measure C dash to O dash, sorry, G dash to O dash. Give an arc from G dash to O dash. Now we have C dash point. So measure C dash to O dash, C dash to O dash. Mark C dash to O dash. So now mark the point O dash. After marking point O dash, A dash is remaining. So measure C dash to A dash. Give an arc from C dash to A dash, and we have O dash also. So measure O dash to A dash. Give an arc from O dash to A dash. And copy this figure O dash, C dash, A dash. And on the line of the A dash, C dash, mark the point B dash, D dash also, B dash, D dash, and copy this figure over here. After copying this figure, now we have to draw the plan. Now try to find out the cases. That means to draw the plan in the second stage, which case we will apply, a case 1, case 2, or case 3, that we have discussed in the example number 3. We have just discussed in example number 3, case 3. So let us try to draw this figure by taking one of the case. So here, first of all, take the projection O, A, B, and B also, C and C. Mark point O, A, B, C, D. Now see, here is the third case in which the surface of the base is going to be visible, because in this equation A is over here, corner is over here, and in here it is rotated like this. So right now in this case the position is like this, A is here, and in this case the A is rotated like this. The surface of the base is going to be visible, and if the surface of the base is visible, first of all draw the base which is going to be visible, A1, B1, C1, D1. Now join the slant edge by using the rule of intersection of the visible outlines and hidden outlines. And what is that rule? Two visible lines will never intersect, two hidden lines will never intersect. So O1 B1 visible, O1 C1 visible, O1 D1 visible, O1 A1 hidden. But here we have shown the edge AC, so the O1 A1, or if you want to show the hidden outline of O1 A1, you have to show in between these 2 points only, because here it is going to be hide by O1 C1. So whenever you will draw the plan or elevation of the figure, first of all you have to give the chance to the visible outline, then hidden outline, and then after axis. If we have the condition of the overlapping, then first of all we have to show the visible outline, then hidden outline, and then we have to give the chance to the axis. Okay, so this is the second stage in which we have applied the third case to draw the plan in the second stage. Now we have to copy this figure over here by taking condition of the pyramid with vertical plane. So here draw the projection when the vertical plane containing the axis makes an angle of vertical plane containing the axis. So axis will be over here and the vertical plane containing the axis will be like this. If we want to show the vertical plane, it will be like this. Vertical plane containing the axis makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. So now we have to incline this figure at angle of 45 degree, and the line that we have to incline from this figure is the line of the or the lines which our vertical plane will contain. So here it is given vertical plane containing the axis. So if we draw the vertical plane containing the axis, it will also contain O1C1 and O1E1 like this. See, you can see it, vertical plane. So now we have to incline this line O1C1A1 at an angle of 45 degrees, and we have to try to copy this figure over here. So measure O1C1, O1C1, O1A1 on this line also, O1A1. Now we have O1C1A1, O1C1A1. Now measure A1 to B1, A1 to B1 will also remain same. If we will measure C1 to D1, it will also remain same. C1 to B1, it will also remain same. So now give an arc 1, 2, 3, 4 and mark B and D and copy this figure. Now we will draw the elevation in the third stage. Here again we have taken that base is nearer to the observer, and if base is nearer to the observer, in the elevation base is going to be visible. So now first of all take the projection A, B and D, that means B over here and D over here, then after C, then after O. First of all base is going to be visible. To draw the base A, B, C, D is going to be visible because it is nearer to the observer. Now join the slant edge or draw the slant edge by using the rule of intersection of the lines. That means to visible line will never intersect, to hidden line will never intersect. So O1 dash, A1 dash is going to be visible, no intersection in between O1 and 1. Again O1 B1 dash is going to be visible, no intersection in between O1 and B1. O1 C1, we doesn't have any intersection. You can see that we doesn't have any intersection in between O1 C1 dash also, so it is also going to be visible. Now if we join O1 dash to D1 dash, this line will intersect the visible outline of A1 dash B1 dash, so it is going to be hidden. Project the point of the axis over here and draw the axis. So this is the last stage in which we have discussed the case of Freely suspension. We have find one more point which is center of gravity, and we have applied the rule of physics to draw the elevation in the second stage. Thank you. We will continue to practice some other problems also in the next lectures. Thank you.